access super user dash root password DNF install HTTP. Yes, yes. Now complete. Verify the IP address. My IPv4, my IPv6 address. List the contents of the directory with the list command. The directory is placed on etc httpd conf.d. Enter. Now you have welcome.conf. This is the welcome page. So rename this because I will not use the welcome page. Rename this using the move command. Let's see, httpd conf.d and welcome.conf and rename. Let's see, httpd conf.d welcome dot original. Enter. Now configure HTTPD. Okay, and use a text editor like Vim to modify the following file, the configuration file, conf and httpd.conf. This file, enter. This is the configuration file, column Q to exit, then create a backup for this file. Before to make changes, create a backup for this file. Use the copy command and create a backup. That original. Okay. This is the backup. And now use Vim to modify the configuration file. Enter. Column set number to view the number of lines. Go to line 89. This line and modify the admin's email address. I key to insert. You are on insert mode, then modify. Now go to line 98, uncomment this, and use the DNS name or the IP address. I will use the IP address. If you have a name, place the name. (147) remove indexes. Okay, these are options for the directory var www HTML. Okay, for remove the indexes. On line 154, allow override and change none to all. Allow override controls what directives may be placed in. It can be all. Line 167, this is the index by default with extension HTML, but add more indexes like PHP or CGI, for example, and add all that you want. And go at the end, enter, and on server tokens, choose production. This directive controls whether server response header field, which is sent back to clients, includes a description of the generic operating system type of the server, as well as the information about compiled-in modules. One option is full. Server sends the information and version for Apache, for the Unix and PHP and other modules. Prod only Apache. Major, the first number of version. Minor, two numbers of version. Minimal, three numbers of version. And operating system also shows the operating system. So this is the more secure option. Prod. Enter. Then enable keep alive on. The keep alive extension to HTTP 1.0 and the persistent connection feature of HTTP 1.1 provide long-lived HTTP sessions, which allows multiple requests to be sent over the same TCP connection. In some cases, this has been shown to result in almost 50% speed up in latency times for HTML documents with many images. Okay, the option is on, can be on or off. Escape key, column WQ. The column WQ, write and quit. Enter. Now enable HTTPD system CTL. Enable now HTTPD. Okay, enable at boot and enable HTTPD now. Ready. But you need to configure the firewall because firewall is already installed on CentOS 8. Verify the firewall if is active. System CTL status firewall D. Now it's active and running, so you need to configure the firewall to permit the port 80 for for the HTTP server. So use the following command: firewall command add service equal to HTTP permanent. Success. Now reload the firewall to apply changes and verify. List all. Now is permitted services permitted HTTP. List the contents of the following directory bar www HTML. You don't have files, so create one file. Create using Vim, and the file can be index.html. And create HTML content. I key to insert. Now you can add content. Okay, this is the content. Escape key, column WQ to write and quit. Now on the client, verify IPv4 address. Success. Also IPv6 address. Success. Now create your self-signed SSL certificate by yourself. It's recommended for testing, development. It's not recommended for production, but I will do it anyway. Go to the following directory. Change the directory to etc, pki, TLS, certs. Now, once you are in this directory, use the OpenSSL tool to generate an RSA. Use the AES 128 bits and 2048 bits and redirect this to a name. For example, server 234.key. Okay, this is the key. Ready. But enter the password, verify, enter again, and ready. Now, remove the password from the private key and also use OpenSSL RSA. The input is this file, server 234.key. And the output is server 234.key. Use the same name but the output will not have the passphrase or password. Enter the password, then ready. Now use OpenSSL, create a request using UTF-8 format, create a new, but create a new, and the key will be this key, this previous created key, server 234.key, and the output will be server 234 CSR certificate signing request. Country, use 2-letter codes. State, city, organization name, organizational unit name, common name, FQDN, fully qualified domain name. Don't worry if you don't have a name, so enter any name. Your email address, you can use a challenge password if you want. And an optional company name. And ready. Now, you created the key. You created the certificate signing request. Now create the certificate using OpenSSL, using this X509. The input is the server 234. This file, the certificate signing request .csr, and the output is the certificate server 232 CRT, the certificate, and the request is sign key, and use the key, this key, server 234.key, and set the days, the expiration date, 1 year 365 days. Select the expiration date, 365 days, 1 year, or 10 years, 3,000. Okay, for 10 years. List the contents of this directory, search directory, ls. Now you have the key, certificate signing request and the certificate. Use LL to verify the long list. These are the privileges for these three files. The owner is root, very good. But for the key, change the privileges. Use the chmod command to change the privileges for the key, server 234.key. And verify again. Now you have these privileges for the key. This file, remember, these files are placed on this directory. The working directory, this is the directory. And remember this directory. And cd to go the root directory, then install the module SSL. dnf install mod SSL. I'm sorry, is mod SSL. Complete. Now, use Vim to edit the following file. Let's see, http conf.dssl.conf file. Set number to view the number of lines, and on line 43, this uncomment this. But before to modify this, create the backup for this file. Escape key colon q. Use the copy command to create the backup. Let's see, http conf.dssl.original. Enter. And use Vim to modify the file. Set number to view the number of lines. On line 43, uncomment this. I key to insert. Now you are on insert mode, then modify. This is the document directory, very nice. On line 44, uncomment this, the server name. Use your IP address or server name. I will use the IP address. And on line 85, this is the PKI TLS certs, very good. But let's call it server 234 cert, CR2. Now go to line 93, and this is the key file. Let's see, PKI TLS and certs, and the key is server 234.key. And on line 102, this line, you can add the chain, but I don't have a chain, so comment this. Now, escape key, column WQ, write and quit. Restart the server using the systemctl start command, HTTPD. Enter. Verify the status. Active and running, very good. But the firewall will block the port 443. So you need to add this service. And use the command firewall command cmd and add service equal HTTPS permanent. Enter. reload the firewall to apply changes and verify list all. Now you are permitting HTTPS. Then verify on the client, verify HTTPS column / the IP address. Advanced, proceed. Success, and also use IPv6 HTTPS column / and this IPv6 address. Advanced, proceed, success. Very nice. Thank you.